Hello everyone, this is Miss Denti Margasukma and you are now in the second video of the listening section part 2, question and response for TOEIC. If you want to watch the first video for listening section part 2, question and response general tips, you can click the link in the description box or just click the link that I have attached in the video. This video contains the materials about question and response that has 3 main points. The first one is WH question, the second one is yes/no question, and the other one is other types of question. Okay, are you ready everyone? Let's check the next slide. Question and response have 3 types of the questions. The first one is information question. It is asking for information about people, place, time, reason, and etc. using WH question words. The second one is yes/no question. It has the questions that commonly answered using yes or no. And the third one, we have others. It means other types of the questions. We have tag question and also the statement. Let's explore one by one, starting from information question. We have what. It deals with the name, thing, idea, or activity. The example of what is, what did you buy yesterday? The second one is who. It deals with the people. The example is, who is the presenter? The next one is when. It deals with the time. The example is, when will we meet? The fourth one we have where. It deals with place or position. The example of where is, where do you live now? The next is why. It deals with reason or cause. The example is, why are you laughing? And the last one is how or how plus blah blah blah. Because we have how long, how much, how many, and etc. The example of how is, how can you get here? How long does it take? Okay, after we learned the descriptions of all main points, let's explore the exercise of each question. Let's check it out. The first point is what. I will provide 2 questions for each point. What you have to do is answering the best response for each question. Let's try the first question. What is the new computer program's name? A. I use a laptop. B. We haven't been introduced. C. I'll need a copy of the program. And then you choose which one is the best response for the question. And the answer for this question is B. We haven't been introduced. This is the best response for the question. Let's go to the next question. What kind of refreshment are they planning? A. Reception is bad for this area. B. Just dessert with coffee and tea. C. That was very kind of you. And the answer for this question is B. Just dessert with coffee and tea. The keyword for this question is refreshment. So it deals with the food or the beverages. Go on to the next page. The next one is who. Let's take a look to the first question. Who took my umbrella? A. I'll read it later. B. The blue one. C. I did, by mistake. The best response is C. I did, by mistake. Let's go to the next question. Who is the best person to ask about this? A. It belongs to Georgia. B. I think it is Jim Johnson. C. You shouldn't ask him. The best response for who is the best person to ask about this is B. I think it is Jim Johnson. Go on to the next page. The next one is when. The first example is, when are you starting your new job? A. For the last 2 years. B. No, at the end. C. At the beginning of May. Which one is the best response? The answer is C. At the beginning of May. Let's go to the next question. When were these files last updated? A. About 3 months ago. B. It was in New York. C. They'll do it next year. The best response for the question, when were these files last updated, is A. About 3 months ago. The keyword for this question is were these files last updated, so it deals with the past event. We will not answer C because it has will that indicates the future event. The next point is where. The first question is, where will the convention be held this year? A. At 8 o'clock. B. It's in Miami. C. It was in Phoenix. The best response for where will the convention be held this year is B. It's in Miami. Because the question asks about the place or the position. The option A says about the time, and the option C says about the place but in the past event. So the best answer is B. It's in Miami. Let's go to the next question. Where can I find the sweaters? A. No, I don't think it is. B. On the second floor. C. Thanks. Where did you find it? The best response for where can I find the sweaters is B. On the second floor. The next point is why. We have two questions as well. The first one is, why don't we go to the beach this weekend? A. Sorry, I didn't know. B. That's a great idea. C. Because I was there. The best response for why don't we go to the beach this weekend is B. That's a great idea. This question is used to invite someone to do something. So option B will be the best response for the question. The second question is, why wasn't Jim Washington interviewed for the story? A. He isn't able to be here. B. He's going to Las Vegas. C. He was out of town. The best response for this question is C. He was out of town. Option A says that he isn't able. It indicates the present tense, while the question indicates the past tense, so we cannot use option A. While option B, he is going to Las Vegas, is using is going to, so it indicates the planning or future tense. So the best response for this question is C. He was out of town. That also indicates the past event. The last point is how or how plus blah blah blah. The first question is, how long should we keep notices on the bulletin board? A. About 5 centimeters long. B. He said it would. C. For about 2 weeks. The best response for how long should we keep notices on the bulletin board is C. For about 2 weeks, because the questions indicates the durations of time. Let's go to the next question. How many callers responded to our radio advertisement? A. More than we expected. B. Sorry, I lowered the volume. C. It is a 4-color brochure. The best response for this question is A. More than we expected. In general, the question how many asks about the number, but option A that says more than we expected also indicates the number that is higher than the target. So, the best response will be A.